How's everybody doing today? I'm KEEB, and this is how I made $1,200 day trading today. Let me show you exactly how I was able to do this. Nice trade recap already. So the first thing, if we come on the 4 hour here, all right, we can see we have the hourly move EQ right here. All right, we have this daily bearish gap, which is a very strong draw in liquidity. Okay, very strong draw in liquidity. I know that we're going to want to come back to that, and I know that we are going to want to hit this and then continue moving lower, which is, I assume, exactly what we'll do. Now, I could have got a better fill here. Alrighty, so if we can see, we came down and immediately swept London lows, and then we have this 2-minute inverse right here. I could have entered on that. Okay, if I would have entered on that, could have got a way better fill, way better trade, insane risk to reward here. But then again, who cares? You know what I mean? I was risky with this hourly bearish gap that we completely ran through, and we had the EQ hourly move here because I assumed that we were going to want to, with the huge daily bearish gap, or the huge daily bearish SMT, I assumed that we were going to want to come down and take out some of these levels down over here. All right, these, oh my god, some of these levels over here. All right, now that isn't what we wanted to do, but this is the trade that I did take. So I wanted to see first, I wanted to see us move through this gap, displace through the gap, displace through EQ, and then some kind of 5-minute retrace, a 2-minute inverse, and that's exactly what we have. Okay, so let's get right into it. So we can see up here, bam, bam, bam. Let's go to our 5-minute chart. I completely top tick the out of this entry, if we can see here. So we came down on the S&P and filled this, all right, but we did not here, okay, which is honestly just, this is kind of one of these breakaway gaps where if we go to the 2-minute, we can see we have this 2-minute gap here that gets inversed, and then we come back down, tap into it. So in all reality, this has already been mitigated. This area has already been mitigated, all right, especially if we can see, like, look at this. We've came down and we've tapped EQ, came into premium, bam. Okay, so this was my entry, this EQ of this move right here, and then we seen that it tapped here, so I entered right there. And then what was I targeting? I was targeting this accumulation up here, and then I was also targeting London. We have London highs, and then we also have this is kind of halfway London highs, and these are actual London highs right here. So what actually ended up happening was we entered, we hit my first take profit. Then I moved my stop up to this gap. We get stopped out, but that's okay. And here, if for you little sissy lalas, if you think I'm joking around or whatever, $1,200 today. Oops, shit. Fuck. $1,200 today. Bam, skadoosh. Fuck to the yeah. So heck yeah. And then we also have that. Honestly, I didn't see this, but after my rule is after I trade. After I win, I get off, and $1,200 is plenty enough for me. All right, we even have this 2-minute that comes down and gets respected and then moving. So now we can see that we have hit all of our take profits. Beautiful. It's honestly beautiful. You know what I mean? It's great. That's really all that I have for today. This is the trade. To really be able to top tick entries. If you want to be able to top tick entries like this, have your screen set up like this, okay? Have your screen set up where you can see both of the indexes, all right? And now I almost wouldn't have entered if this fair value gap didn't get mitigated on this, all right? And then it's perfect because we came down. This was our internal manipulation. This was also our retrace in the same candle, and then bam, okay? And now, like I said, I could have gotten a better fill, okay? I could have gotten the better fill after we swept London, broke structure right here. I believe we had a 15-minute break. Yeah, so 9:30 candle, 15-minute break right here, and inversing the 2-minute. That would have been ideal, okay? That would have been ideal. But like I said, that wouldn't have been ideal necessarily just because with the hourly bearish gap and the EQ of the hourly move here. So I wanted to see more continuation, confirmation to the upside, which is exactly what we had. So I am really happy with this trade that I took today. If you look at my page, I haven't traded probably, I think this whole week. Yeah, this whole week. This whole week I haven't traded and just made $1,200. So we love to see it. Okay, and now we may even, I do presume now that we are going to want to move to this daily gap here and then continue moving down. As we can see, we have and really technically, you know what I just realized? this really isn't even a daily gap because it is in a sense, but technically this candle hasn't formed yet. So it's really not a gap. This is a wick, and then we move down. So in turn with the daily, for me, this is a pretty significant gap just because it's not like with daily moves like this, we're not going to see this wick probably isn't going to move. All right, we're probably going to or no, not this. I said that wrong. I mean that this now that this is formed, okay, so it does create the draw, and we can see that that's exactly what's happening. Okay, exactly what's happening. Exactly what is happening. But yeah, just one more time, I'm going to really break this down, break down the bias that I had coming into the day. As you can see, we're extremely bearish, but we have this hourly bearish gap here. All right, we have the daily bearish fair value gap here, which is a extremely strong draw in liquidity. All right, and we have this 4 hour. Okay, the 4 hour inside of the daily. So this is more, even if there wasn't the daily, we do have this 4 hour gap that I assume that we are going to want to come down and move into. And you can see we have this unfilled EQ of the gap here, so we could completely fill the gap, hit this EQ and dump, but I assume that we are going to honestly that we're just going to hit this 4 hour bearish gap and then continue moving lower. So I was either looking for a trade on and honestly I should have took the trade on the S&P, but we were just, like I said, because we do fill this gap and there's more bullish momentum, but there was a 15-minute bullish SMT put in on NASDAQ, so I was like, okay, maybe NASDAQ is going to want to take out some of these areas first. But like we see, we have this kind of range here where we kind of just bounce off these gaps for a minute. And yeah, so we can see that that was taken out pretty nice. Heck yeah. I think I did a really good job today. Let me know if you guys took any trades. I'd love to see what you guys took today. So just one more time, like I said, we have this London liquidity getting swept here. We have the SMT getting put in, and the first SMT right here was we took out these kind of half London, these 15-minute, 5-minute highs on NASDAQ first, okay, and displaced through this gap kind of first. We touched the gap first on NASDAQ, and like I said, there was slightly bearish, but I honestly should have traded. The one wrong thing that I did do today is that I should have taken a trade on on S&P just because of this huge bearish gap that we have. Okay, we have this huge bullish gap, I mean. So, but anyways, let's get right back into it. Like I said, here we have 5-minute break of structure to the upside. Now what do I want to see? 5-minute, 2-minute fair value gap either getting ran through or formed and then filled. And like I said, we have this 5-minute bullish gap right here that we come and we fill on the S&P, okay? So this was my entry, okay? This candlestick, once I seen this getting filled and a move push to the upside, I entered, okay? And then with this, I seen this, all right? Then I scaled to the 1 minute, all right? And then we also have this right here, okay? We have this 1 minute inverse, alrighty? And bam. And if we see, I believe that this was more of my entry, but after I seen this, and then I seen this was straight displacing through it, I entered. And yeah, like I said, targeting London highs, targeting these 15 5-minute highs, and then this the 5-minute highs from this here, making $1,200. Like I said, a Rooney, pretty awesome. I can't complain. I really cannot. Like I said, $1,280. And let's see, this would have been if we come here and look on the 5-minute chart, this would have been a 1 2 3 4, or no, technically, hold up, let's go to the 1 minute because I did get stopped out because I moved my stop up to this inverse, and we got literally top tick stopped. Should have kept it down here. I just am a risk-free trade kind of guy, so perfect. I think that's the two things that I could have done better. The two things that I could have done better today, because listen, I'm just like you guys. I am trading a funded account, so thank God I will actually be able to get a payout. But I moved once we displaced very like this, we see this clean displacement. Take out first take profit. I moved my stops to the inverse because I could have put it at the bottom of the inverse, and if I would have put it at the bottom of the inverse, we would have not got stopped out. But I put it at the top of the inverse because after these gaps get inversed, okay, these strong gaps get inversed. I want to see a push away from that, okay, because now this becomes a high resistance liquidity after we have, we're already moving bullish on this on the 5 minute, 15 minute time frame. We have this 1 minute get inverse, 5 minute retrace, tapping into the fair value gap, and then we have a 1 minute inverse. This was beautiful. This was beautiful in my opinion. This was an A plus trade in my opinion. A plus trade. A plus freaking trade. Like, I can't lie. This was a really beautiful trade, and I'm just really glad that this showed up today. 100%. I'm really glad that this showed up today. So yeah, there's really nothing much else from me. Nothing much else from me, ladies and gents. Yeah, man, it is beautiful. SMT, London liquidity swept, break through this bearish gap. 5 minute retrace hitting the bullish gap, filling this bullish gap. Then we have a 1 minute inverse. I apologize. I'm trying to talk a little fast because I have a new phone coming and everything like that. With strong draws in liquidity and with a 4-hour bearish gap right here, and the 4-hour bearish gap and the 4-hour bearish EQ hasn't been tapped yet. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So yeah, I'm going to hop up off here. You guys are amazing. I love you guys so much. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead, drop a comment. We have free Discord community, link in the bio. Go ahead and join up. It's for you guys. I used to live trade in there. I really don't live trade in there anymore. But you guys can always ask me questions because I had people that were like copying my trades and stuff like that, obviously, and I don't like that. I want you guys to actually learn. Okay? So I love you guys. I'm off here. You guys have a great rest of your day. It's been KEEB. Peace out.